Good evening, this is 11 Colors. Still not entirely sure how to use this imitation Xacti, this Panasonic-made Post-Xacti-like handheld camera gun-shaped thing. And this here is a 24-hour supermarket that just opened near my home. And this here, what I'm walking on now, or what I'm walking in front of, I should say, if this thing will focus properly, because I don't know how to use it properly. This here is the walking desk. I assembled in my previous video. If by any chance you didn't see it, because YouTube's subscription thing is broken, or suffering from scaling issues more likely, then I'm going to put a link to the previous video in this corner up here. And right now I'm in my bath shower room area, testing out the waterproofness of this camera. Let's see. Ah! It's all wet! Hey, this is kind of cool. I can take video of the freaking faucet. That's kind of interesting. Ah! That would kill a normal camera. And now I'm at a rehearsal studio, a practice studio, where I'm getting ready to practice these things for the next 3 hours because my band, Okubo Hot Shot, has a show on Saturday. Our band is up at 5:20 p.m. at a place called Okubo Hot Shot. So we're the first band up that night. The house opens at 5 p.m. We're the first band up to play at 5:20 p.m. So even if you have plans for some time after that, you can probably still get to where you're going. We'll play for about half an hour from 5:20 to 5:50. Still all covers, no original songs. Hopefully I'll be able to remember them all. Oh, one more. Here it is. Yes, got to prepare this thing. Okay, now that I've just about got everything set up the way it needs to be, practice the songs that I'm going to play 2 days from now on Saturday, it's time for me to try to play some of them. And hopefully I'm going to be able to edit in a few clips and you'll be able to recognize some of what I'm going to be playing, and even singing. But you probably won't be able to hear me singing here. I'll be doing the singing on Saturday using this guy. It says Panasonic on it, but it's actually not made by Panasonic. I'm using Panasonic noise-canceling headphone case to hold this guy. This headset mic made by Shure. Does the job pretty well. Put it around my head and snaps on like this. But I don't use it when I practice solo, because I'm not singing to anyone else, I'm singing to me. Anyways, I'm going to practice a few songs and maybe you'll be able to recognize some of them. Let me try changing the perspective a bit. Let me try moving this a bit closer so you can get a better view of what I'm doing. It's easier said than done since this thing is not quite the wide angle monster that my Canon is, or can be. Alrighty, let's see if, yeah, that'll do. That'll just about do as long as this doesn't fall off because of vibrations. Alright, let's give this a try. Let's try this one more time from a slightly different perspective. By now you've probably figured out that I'm not a perfect drummer, not even an excellent drummer. I'm an okay drummer. My legs, my arms, particularly my legs, don't always do what they want. It's as if ever since I lost a whole lot of weight, ever since I lost 15 kilograms of body fat, my legs got harder to control. It got harder to do those quick little double beats right on time. They started getting one of the hazards of losing too much body fat. You can't control your nerves, you can't control your leg muscles as easily. One thing I am liking about this camera is that it turns on the moment you open this little screen on the side. This is the really fast, really short song that I'm not so fond of because it's very fast and very short. I know what a lot of you are going to say in the comments. No, you're doing it wrong.
you should, I don't know, do it slower or put less strength into it or loosen up, blah, blah. All these things I know that you can't, all these things that someone who's trying to drum knows but cannot necessarily make their body do when someone tells them they should do it. When someone who's not actually here in the studio, not actually playing the drums right now, tells me how to do it, kind of falls on deaf ears, if you know what I mean. You know, I was just about to head on home. Hey, I realized I can look at the mirror, I can look at the reflection of the lens in the mirror, and I can make it look like I'm looking at the camera, because I sort of am. I just realized I can show you this new sort of Xacti sort of like thing I got, except it doesn't say Xacti on it anywhere, and this thing won't focus properly. Maybe because it's pointing at a mirror. It says Panasonic there. It doesn't say Sanyo, because Panasonic has done away with the Sanyo brand almost completely, so it's done away with the Xacti model name, and it's called this nothing in particular. It just says Panasonic HXWA10, so the whole Xacti identity is just completely gone from this thing, which is very unfortunate. Xacti was an identity, it was a line of stuff that Panasonic did away with for some reason. It sort of looks like a Xacti, doesn't it? Can't show you the side. That's an interesting problem there. Don't have any mirrors on the other wall, so I can't twist it around in a funny way, but hey, it's a Xacti. This thing even closes like a Xacti. Not sure if it'll... That was interesting. It looks like it stopped recording when I closed the side thing. Let me try that again. Let me turn it and fold it. Still red? Yes. Okay, let me... Is there anything on front? No. Okay. So folding it down, and does it stop recording? Okay, so that was an interesting and somewhat dumb experiment. So, it's time to go home. It's 3 in the morning, and I have rehearsal with the rest of the band in about 11 hours. So I should get some sleep. But before that, I should probably take a shower. And apparently there's this one other place where I can use this waterproof camera. Except I have to be careful where I point it, so editing doesn't become a pain in the ass later on. Because I can point the camera any place I want. I can point it at me, I can point it at the mirror, delicately. Hello, hello there. Ah yes, hidden by a can of shaving cream. Very convenient. I can point this camera wherever I want, but it'll just make editing a pain in the ass later. So I can just turn on the shower. What this means is that when I first turn on the shower, the water is very cold. But it also means that sometime in the future I can make a video of me shaving my head. But right now I'm just trying to clean some sweat and stink off me so I can go to bed and be ready for my band practice tomorrow. Tomorrow, or today actually, because it's already Friday. My band practice later today, because I have a show on Saturday, the 24th, 5:20 p.m. Okubo Hot Shot. The water is warm, so I can make myself wet, and I can point the shower thing at the camera. All wet. Goodness, this is nice. I didn't get any typhoon footage. It's funny, I bought this thing right after the typhoon passed. But I think I'll have at least one place where this waterproofness will come in handy. Alright, I'm going to need both my hands so I can wash my face. This has been 11 Colors, and thank you for watching. Alrighty, it's about 5 a.m. in the morning. My spring clock is wobbling, my television is wobbling, and I'm completely naked. Of course. Completely naked. Not even down below. And it's strange, I'm looking at the lens, I'm looking at the... Well, anyways. It's 5 a.m., I'm naked. And this aftershock, more than 6 months after the big one, is still going on. And the last 10-second is completely tripping because it's giving me a date of a few months ago. I think maybe I need to upgrade my thingy. Not that thingy. I need to upgrade my last 10-second software because it's giving me the wrong info. And it's still wobbling. What the hell? This has been going on for a while. Alright. 11 Colors, thank you for watching.